Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to another Smite commentary. And for today it is a Puch in Assault. Definitely a very strong god still. Haven't played him in a long time, but I feel like a Puch, it doesn't matter too much. There's not an awful lot to him. He just does what he does best, throw out corpses and explode them. He loves to explode some corpses. So, we are against a Sylvanas, so that's a huge advantage for me. Everyone that's getting healed, if I'm able to hit my fleeting breath, my third ability on them, if they are getting healed, they will be stunned guaranteed, unless of course they have purification or something like that, and it deals a good amount of additional damage. Definitely very good to be against the Sylvanas in this regard. Also, even if he notices that someone has fleeting breath on them, he can kinda elect not to use his heal just yet, but they will also receive no healing, so it will still delay him and the healing from going out, or just straight up neutralizing it with the additional damage I deal with it with the fleeting breath once I get more power. So I went for a Cronus Pendant, makes sense. The additional mana I get is very important. Also, we don't have a Hardwood amulet, so that will be very important to keep my mana kinda at a high peak, because if I throw down my entire combo, my 3, 2 and my 1, not in that order, my 3, then my 1, then my 2, or 1, 3 and then 2, something like that, that will cost me a lot of mana. It will cost me 210 mana, and since I only have 540, I can't even use my combo 3 times. So that mana MP5 on the Cronus Pendant is very, very important. Nice pull already by the Sylvanas. The team is not ready to follow up on it, and Ra is able to escape quite easily. I use my ultimate to kind of engage immediately, heal up the Ra. The Ra just barely surviving, but it's very low. I'm very low as well, and I'm the one getting picked up for the first blood. Just a lot of ultimates used. That Susanoo ultimate just did so much work. It deals an insane amount of damage already. I mean, almost 200 damage. That's a third of my health, pretty much. So, yeah. And Storm Katana as well. A lot of damage. Actually, the Razor Whip from Bastet did 260 damage. That's a lot. Definitely need to be a bit more careful for the Bastet. Also, because she hit me with her abilities, I also was reduced in the healing that I would receive. Because 2 meditations came out and wasn't enough to heal me up enough to survive that engagement. The Brawler's Beatstick on the Bastet, definitely very good pick, especially because I can heal up on my own with my passive by picking up my own corpses, which I, by the way, have all the 3 now. So I definitely recommend getting your 1 to rank 3 immediately as you can, and now you have 2 corpses, level up your 2. Max that one out now. Very close snipe by the Ra, as you probably noticed. Just barely out of range, just like really an inch or a centimeter, just very small portion missed. And that's unfortunate because it was nicely aimed. Definitely where he would have been or where he was. Let's see, can we deal some damage? Bellona definitely not paying attention and takes a huge chunk of damage. She is of course a little bit more tanky than the others, but damn, that's a lot of damage already. Only level 6 and able to do so much damage is lovely. See, ooh, blocked. I don't have any mana left after that combo. Decent amount of damage on the Susanoo. Double tap, not enough to finish it off. As you can see, very low HP are the Bellona as well as the Susanoo, and we don't have anything to finish them off. I can't dive it. Nobody really can dive it. New ultimate was used already, which didn't result in anything, unfortunately. Raw Snipe connected as well, but I think only on the Sylvanas. Not enough to do what it has to. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Nice. Able to pick up the Bellona with my 1-2 combo. The cats are on me as well, but a nice gap shield will deter more damage coming out. And I'm able to turn around to kill the kitty cats. That's something that's very powerful about a Puch. You will have so much kill potential on those cats. You just use your 1 and your 2 and you basically kill the cats. Ooh, she's in a very awkward spot and she's way too squishy. A lot of damage on the Raijin though. He used his escape and Gap is able to secure that kill. Nice. That's also something that I was kind of recognizing. He used his mess, his leap to his only escape to keep the Noir inside the tower range more for a longer duration. But it was also his escape, so I was able to slow him, use my ultimate to deal a lot of damage, and Gap was able to secure that one. Decent amount of damage. Nice try on the pull. It's always something you can try. Sylvanas going for a free hand pull. I don't think it has the easiest time of getting it. That kill would definitely have been mine if I had enough mana to use my 2, but as you can see, very low on the mana department. I'm very spammy, as you probably noticed already. I like spammy gods, but the downside of that is that you will be always out of mana if there's not also an Heartwood on your team, which there isn't. Heartwood wouldn't be the worst item ever, because we're against Sylvanas and Raijin. But I feel like Sovereignty is probably still the best bet, because Susanoo and Bastet are doing a lot of the early game damage. Bellona has a good amount of damage as well. I feel like it's better that he went for the Sovereignty. And it also provides more protections in an aura than the other one does. Also, as you can see here, a huge chunk of damage on Raijin. And this is a little tip I want to give you. If you're facing a Raijin in this situation, he cannot cancel his 1. So if he uses his 1, he's channeling his 1 for a good amount of time. And that means that he can't use his 3 to get out. So I use my 1-2 combo as he is going for that wave clear. Definitely going to die here, as you noticed. I didn't even use my ultimate. It's not worth it, because if you die, the ultimate will be gone, and it's wasted then, to be honest. I might have dealt like, I don't know, 100, 200 damage perhaps on various targets. Would not have been enough to kill anyone. Would not have saved me. I don't have any slows just yet. I am going for a slow though. Getting a Gem of Isolation on Puch is disgusting, especially with the ultimate. I mean, it's like the width of my ultimate is almost the entire assault lane, which is almost unavoidable if they're next to me. If they don't have a sprint, they can't get out very quickly, and then I'll still have all my other abilities. Very, very powerful. I like to get it a lot. Usually I get pen first, but I feel like I'm dealing a lot of damage already, so I don't really need it that much. Yeah, I like a Puch. But I feel like he's more of the simpler characters. He's very basic. The only thing you really have to pay attention to when you're playing him is really your positioning. Let's see, he's already here. Here you can see what I meant. He was again going for the clear, and that's something that's very obvious, is if a Raijin is using his 2 on the wave, walks forward, wants to use his 1 of course to clear it, he definitely is going to do that, and at that point you have the perfect opportunity to go for your 1-2 combo and deal that insane amount of damage, as I'm doing to the Raijin, not the Raijin, the Susanoo as well at the moment. Bastet is back in my ultimate, not too far though. I thought she leapt a little bit further towards us, but I guess it's fine. My team is quite low, so no follow up on it. Bit of a wasted ultimate in the end, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. It did zone out the Sylvanas to try and help the Bastet secure some kills, so I guess it's fine. That's also something that's very powerful tool. Wow, that is a lot of damage. That CC chain was insane. Beautiful Thor stun, immediately followed up by the Clay Soldier detonation of the Noir. With the damage I did as well, able to pick up that Bastet immediately. Wow, that damage was insane. We picked up the Bellona as well afterwards, but damn, poor Bastet. That was rough for her, definitely. Ooh, bit of the mark with my combo. Sylvanas obviously walking forwards, going for that ultimate. So I backed off immediately. Sometimes it's very obvious when someone is going for something like that. If a Sylvanas walks forward like that, there's literally no other reason for him to do that other than going for an ultimate. I mean, his 1 he can do from a distance, pull is better to do from a distance. Healing his teammates, there were no teammates around to heal, so he didn't need to walk forwards to heal them. So that was definitely the reason why he went for it, so I backed off. Those small signs, and again, as you can see, again going for the clear, and again taking a lot of damage, just the Raijin. As long as he's not recognizing it, he will definitely be in an issue, and wow, that's a lot of damage. They destroyed me, literally. That's a lot. That was rough. As you can see, a lot of damage. The Typhoon for 250 as well, knocking me up, dealing a great amount of damage. I do have my Sanctuary now. Let's get the Sanctuary at least. I can go for the Divine Rune now, because I have enough gold. I feel like it's not really worth it for going to the 2nd rank of the Gem of ISO, because it doesn't provide that much more. And getting that healing reduction will be very useful, because of course they have the Sylvanas, they have, well, that's pretty much it actually. They might go for some lifesteal. Of course there are meditations always, so for getting rid of meditations is definitely very potent. But they were able to pick up 2 of the towers, so we definitely have a bit of a deficit when it comes to the towers as well as the gold. Not too much, we are still ahead in kills to be honest, so they just have a better push than we do. Or it's kind of had to do with the fact, wow, that's a lot of damage on the tank. But kind of has to do with the fact that we don't have the best team for pushing it, as well as they had a good 4 or 5 man push, which is very good for getting rid of the towers. They have a couple of assassins, the Bastet, the Susano, as well as a Bellona. That's also kind of a basic attacker, so they have a lot of basic attack damage. And our best basic attack damage is the Thor, and actually mainly the Thor, because the mages' basic attacks are usually quite weak. So they definitely have the edge in that regard. But we do have the Noir, so that's also great. Again going for that combo. He needs to be more careful around me. I'm really looking to those combos. Once he uses his one, he can't cancel it. Only when he gets stunned, but then he's stunned. What is he going to do then? There's nothing he can do, just not an awful lot he has to do. He just needs to stay out of... Wow, beautiful raw snipe. Max range connect on the Susanoo. Wow, well done. The raw snipes are really on point. Well played. Nice. I can really respect nice raw snipes. They're usually quite difficult to confirm. We'll pull on the Thor. Nice shield from the gap will deter a lot of that damage. And he is able to get out with his hammer. He didn't use it for any damage just yet, so he is able to get out safely pretty quickly. But that gap shield definitely on point. A lot of protections. Decent damage. Not bad. Didn't connect my corpse. Well, not every single corpse, so still pretty decent damage. I thought she would have leapt away, but I guess she didn't. Sprint used by the enemy team. I used my ult in return immediately. As you can see, already an achievement. Not sure what it is. We can take a look at it after the game, I think. But we are able to do a lot to them. And we're able to pick up 2 already. They're very split up because of that sprint engagement. They aren't really able to get anything going. A lot of damage because of the Susanoo, but I'm able to heal up a decent amount with picking up my corpses. Nice. Can we go for the Sylvanas? And it is enough damage. Detonation, again, very powerful. There's one achievement I probably won't get anytime soon as a Puch. That is getting a kill or hitting someone with every single corpse, having 6 corpses stacked up and detonating it. Basically killing anyone. So killing someone with 6 corpses is like... It is insane to get that going, because if someone sees a corpse on the ground, they'll just basic attack it, get rid of it. It's very difficult to get 6 on the ground, as well as how are you going to get someone into it? For instance, Sylvanas pool could be an option, but I feel like in a lot of game modes that's not an option. Arena way too open, Assault way too open and too obvious. In Clash it's also a bit too open. To be honest, if you really want to get that detonation going, you need to do it somewhere sneaky in the jungle, for instance. And the only real places where you will be able to do that is, nice damage, 21k in 11 minutes, definitely not bad. But if you want to get the corpse detonation, you need to do it in the jungle, stack them up, lure someone into it and detonate it, or get a Sylvanas to pull someone into it. But I feel like in Siege or in Conquest, probably your best bet for getting that achievement. This achievement, if I'm not mistaken, I looked it up, was the detonate, I feel like 100 corpses or get 100 corpses out in the game, which is not bad. It's quite easy for an Puch. I mean, it's only 11 minutes in the game and already got it, so not a hard achievement. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And as always, good luck, have fun, and see you guys in the next one.